Have you ever wondered why life suddenly feels difficult right before a major breakthrough? Why things fall apart, people leave, or your plans keep getting delayed just when you thought success was near? What if I told you that these aren't setbacks, but signs that Allah is preparing you for something massive? Something like billionaire-level risk? Yes, the journey to immense risk doesn't start with luxury. It begins with tests, training, and transformation. Allah, in His perfect wisdom, doesn't just give wealth. He builds the person who can handle it. If you're going through a quiet storm in your life, it may be the very process shaping you for what you've been praying for. In this video, we'll explore the powerful signs that Allah is getting you ready for extraordinary risk. Each one might already be happening in your life. You just didn't recognize it yet. Let's begin this eye-opening journey together. 1. Struggles are a sign of preparation. Struggles often come before elevation, especially when Allah is preparing you for immense risk. These hardships are not random. They are carefully placed to strengthen your soul. You might feel tested in your relationships, finances, or personal goals, but every difficulty is shaping your character. It teaches you to stay grounded, focused, and sincere. The pain you feel is part of a greater purpose, to make you capable of handling wealth with humility and responsibility. Through these tests, Allah removes distractions and builds you into the kind of person who can carry blessings without being destroyed by them. 2. Delay doesn't mean denial. When risk doesn't arrive as quickly as you hoped, it's easy to assume it's being withheld. But in truth, Allah's delay is often a form of divine care. He knows what's best for you and when it's best for you. Sometimes the blessing is ready, but your inner strength, discipline, or environment still needs preparation. A rushed blessing can harm more than help. Delays give you time to grow, reflect, and become the person who can handle abundance with wisdom. What feels like waiting is actually protection, and a sign that Allah is preparing something far greater than you imagined. 3. Isolation and rejection. When Allah plans to elevate your risk, He may first distance you from people or environments that no longer serve your purpose. You might face rejection from loved ones, friends, or social circles, leaving you feeling alone. But this isolation is not punishment, it's divine protection. Allah removes what could block your growth or distract your heart from Him. In solitude, you begin to hear your soul clearly, reflect deeply, and connect sincerely with your purpose. The silence gives space for transformation. Often, the people left behind are not meant to walk with you into the wealth Allah is preparing. 4. Spiritual training. Before entrusting you with immense rizq, Allah strengthens your inner self through spiritual training. This includes teaching you to manage desires, control anger, and stay consistent in worship. You may find yourself drawn closer to Salah, Quran, and Dhikr, not by force, but by need. You begin to value sincerity over show and intention over image. True wealth requires not just a strong bank account, but a strong soul. Through this quiet transformation, Allah prepares you to handle blessings without becoming arrogant or forgetful. It's a process that shapes your heart to remain firm, no matter how high you rise. 5. Barakah in small things. One of the signs that Allah is preparing you for greater risk is the sudden appearance of barakah in the smallest things. You begin to notice that your limited time, effort, or resources start producing unexpected results. A simple act brings huge benefit, a short dua brings peace, or a small income stretches far. This hidden blessing isn't random. It's training you to recognize that true provision comes from Allah alone, not from quantity. Barakah teaches gratitude, contentment, and trust. It's Allah's way of showing that when you rely on Him sincerely, He multiplies even the tiniest of efforts. 6. Growth in du'as and tawakkul. As Allah prepares you for abundant rizq, your connection with Him through du'as deepens. Your prayers become more focused, heartfelt, and specific. Not just asking for wealth, but for wisdom, barakah, and guidance with it. You stop relying on people or plans and start placing full trust in Allah's will. This growth in tawakkul, reliance on Allah, brings inner peace, even when outcomes are uncertain. You begin to understand that success isn't just about effort, it's about divine permission. This spiritual shift strengthens your soul, making you ready to receive rizq in a way that keeps your heart anchored in faith. 7. Silent progress. When Allah is preparing you for extraordinary rizq, much of the progress happens silently. There are no loud announcements, no visible rewards, just small, consistent movements that build your future. You might not notice immediate changes, but behind the scenes, Allah is aligning opportunities, people, and timing in your favor. Your skills improve, your thinking becomes clearer, and your habits start shifting. This hidden growth ensures that when the rizq finally arrives, you're fully equipped to handle it with balance and grace. Silent progress is proof that Allah works quietly but powerfully, shaping your destiny without you even realizing it. 8. Ego is broken to build humility. A heart full of ego cannot handle the weight of great rizq. That's why, before granting it, Allah often humbles you through experiences that break your pride. You may face situations where you're overlooked, misunderstood, or even embarrassed. These moments aren't meant to shame you, they're meant to soften you. Allah wants your wealth to serve others, not inflate your self-image. Through humility, you learn to treat people with respect, regardless of your status. This inner refinement makes you trustworthy. When rizq comes, it becomes a tool for good, not a source of arrogance. Humility is the true crown of the wealthy. 9. Your rizq is being written. Even when you see no signs of progress, trust that your rizq is already being written by the one who never forgets. In the unseen, Allah is recording every sincere effort, every sacrifice, and every silent prayer. What is meant for you is not lost. It's simply waiting for the right moment. Your name is being attached to provisions, people, and places that will appear at the exact time Allah wills. This belief strengthens your patience and removes anxiety. You don't chase rizq blindly. You walk with faith, knowing that what's yours is coming, and it will never miss its time. If you're facing challenges, delays, or deep inner changes, take heart. Allah might be preparing you for a rizq greater than you imagined. Trust His timing, stay patient, and keep your intentions pure. Every test is shaping you into someone worthy of massive blessings. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Purpose Deen for more soul-nourishing content. May Allah grant you rizq that is halal, abundant, and full of barakah. Comment, Ameen Ya Rabb, if you're ready to receive what Allah has beautifully written for you.